Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So this morning I have just made myself a coffee and I had some spare time before I head off to work. I'm starting a bit later today, so I thought why not just do a wee video and talk about some of the new perfume releases that I've noticed over the last few months. So before we get started with that, get yourself comfortable and relaxed, grab a wee drink if you would like to join me with a drink this morning, and also feel free to subscribe to my channel before leaving the video if you're interested in seeing more videos like this. I do publish 2 videos a week at the moment, all about mainly fragrance. So with that said, let's get started with the new releases. Now, the first fragrance I'm going to talk about today is Viktor and Rolf's Good Fortune, which I have a decant of here, courtesy of Scent Addict. They very kindly sent this over to me to try out. They offer like a perfume subscription service, so you can subscribe to their service and get new fragrances sent every month in this really high quality, nice like atomizer thing here, which is great for travel, really handy to take in your handbag and everything like that. So I got to try this fragrance because they sent me this. Now I have to say, you guys, I was just so disappointed by this one. I mean, I remember when I first tried it in the shop, I tried a tester and I was kind of underwhelmed by it, but I thought that I just needed to like persevere with it, and I thought that, you know, as I got to know it better, I would sort of find more little facets about the scent profile that I would enjoy. But the more I've worn this and the more I've kind of gotten to know it, that's not really happened, I would say. So the main accords of this fragrance are white floral, vanilla, soft spicy, floral, fresh, sweet, powdery, and anise. And then the notes themselves, we have gentiana, I'm not quite sure if I'm saying that right. Then we have a heart of jasmine, and in the base notes we have Madagascar vanilla. Now, I would say it does come off quite clean to me, kind of soapy as well, and I would say overall it mainly just reminds me of some sort of like shampoo, like a nice sort of shampoo, not a high-end one or anything, but maybe the likes of your Elvive, your herbal essences, you know, those types of shampoos. Not a bad smell by any means, but just not exactly what I would go splashing out on for. I mean, I can't remember how much a bottle of this is, but it's not cheap. The Viktor and Rolf fragrances are definitely not cheap. And yeah, for a new release fragrance, a new pillar fragrance for Viktor and Rolf, I just expected it to be maybe, I don't even know if I expected it to be more interesting than this. I just expected to love it more than their previous releases. The Flower Bomb I used to own and I quite liked it, but I grew tired of it. The Bon Bon was also very nice, but I ended up decluttering it. But I did actually go out of my way to purchase those, and I owned them in my collection for a while and I did enjoy them. But this one I wouldn't even purchase. Like, I wouldn't even go and purchase this, not even like a 30ml size of it, because it's just so lackluster to me. It's quite linear. It does not smell like the price tag you have to pay to get it, if that makes sense. It smells cheaper than it actually is, which I think is a real shame. This is all just my opinion, by the way. But one good thing about this I will say is the bottle. The bottle is really pretty. That sort of mystical, I mean, you know the one, the purple one. It's a really nice bottle. The smell is just so average, you guys. I mean, if you're looking for a sort of jasmine-y, sweet, soapy fragrance for every day, then this could very well be it. But it's just, for me personally, like, because I'm so obsessed with other perfumes in my collection, it takes more than that to make me want to purchase and to wow me at the moment. So anyway, those are my quick thoughts on Viktor and Rolf's Good Fortune. Overall, I'd rate it maybe like 4 out of 10, let's say, because I'm just really underwhelmed by it. Although, with that being said, like I say, it does smell nice. It doesn't smell bad. I'm not rating it 4 out of 10 because it smells offensive. It's just because it's so forgettable to me, and it's just like, what's the point in it? Do you know what I mean? Like, the concept of the fragrance, thumbs up, the bottle, thumbs up, but the scent, I mean, I don't really understand it. But anyway, so that's that one out the way. Oh, this coffee is giving me life today, you guys. How cute is this mug, by the way? This was gifted to me from my boyfriend when he, from his trip to Copenhagen. He got one of these nice mugs from Copenhagen and brought it back for me. But I'm absolutely loving my coffee this morning. Let me know how you're doing today on this fine Wednesday. It'll be when this video goes up. Let me know how you're doing. And let me know what you're thinking of these new releases, you guys. Because, to be honest, I would say on the whole, I'm quite disappointed. I have to say I'm quite disappointed. And that brings us on to the next fragrance, which is the new Scandal, which I'm just going to double check the name. I'm pretty sure it's Scandal Le Parfum, but I just want to be sure. Yes, it's Scandal Le Parfum. And this is one that I got so excited about, you guys. I'm not even kidding. I was actually going to blind buy this because of how amazing the notes sounded. I really love the look of the bottle. It's really beautiful. It's this kind of opaque crimson red colour, faceted glass. It's really beautiful, I have to say, and I was gonna blind buy it, and I'm glad I didn't, basically. The previous Scandals, I don't know if you've tried them, but they are really intense. They are definitely beast mode fragrances to me. In fact, I used to own a few. I owned a travel size of the original Scandal, and I owned a 30ml of the Scandal by Night, and as it turns out, they were actually too much for me, you guys, so I moved them onto a new home. But I can still appreciate that they were very good fragrances. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would recommend them and I would have really good things to say about them. The only thing about them was just they were too strong for me. So that's why I moved them on. So the only thing I own now from Jean Paul Gaultier, I believe, is my Classique Le Parfum. This one right here. So this is now the only one I own. And basically, because I've tried the other Scandals already and I read up on this new one, I was expecting like incredible things from this new Scandal. So I tried a tester, I sprayed a lot of it on just as I would a normal fragrance. I sprayed quite a few sprays on my wrists and on my jumper and everything, and this fragrance, you guys, is just so weak. Honestly, I can't even explain to you how lackluster it is. And to be honest, I had looked at the some of the reviews on like Fragrantica, and a few people had said that there were similarities between this new fragrance and Hypnotic Poison. So I already had that in my mind when I tried it, and immediately I also recognised the similarity. So I would also agree that the new Scandal fragrance smells to me a lot like Hypnotic Poison, except it's weaker, you guys. It's not even as strong as this, and this one here, this Hypnotic Poison, is the newer formulation, so it's not actually that strong at all. But the new Scandal is weaker than this, just to give you like a flavour. So yeah, immediately I was just so underwhelmed. But to be honest, like, the scent itself is really nice. So as I say, it was kind of similar to this, except you do have the salted caramel in there, which does set it apart from Hypnotic Poison. So overall, it's got this very like strong similarity to Hypnotic Poison in the DNA, but you do definitely notice that salted caramel, which obviously this fragrance does not have. So that kind of sets it apart from this, except overall, I cannot escape the feeling of just being underwhelmed by it. So anyway, I'm on Fragrantica just now. The main accords of this perfume, you have vanilla, caramel, white floral, sweet, powdery, salty, and balsamic. And then the notes themselves, there are not that many notes listed here. So we have jasmine, caramel, salt, and vanilla. And honestly, I'm just so glad I didn't rush out and blind buy it, because I was really going to, because I've wanted a new fragrance, you guys. Like, I want something new, and I want to get excited about a new release. I want to have something that I can rave about because it's more fun. So I was just really rooting for that perfume, and as soon as I tried it, I just couldn't believe how it fell flat for me. But again, overall, right, if you don't already own Hypnotic Poison, and the previous Scandals were actually too much for you, like they annoyed you because they were too much, and you enjoy a salted caramel fragrance that's not overpowering, then by all means give the new Scandal a try. I think part of the reason it didn't work for me is because I was expecting something from it that it did not give. But if you are looking for something that's not as intense and you enjoy a soft, subtle caramel, like salted caramel kind of fragrance, and you don't already own Hypnotic Poison, then I would say by all means give it a try. But anyway, so I'm gonna rate that perfume maybe 5 out of 10. Maybe 6. I mean, the scent itself is very yummy. Like, it's a very yummy fragrance, but it's just, it bored me. It's too similar to Hypnotic Poison, and also the staying power was just, it was so weak. So I'll just say 5 out of 10. I'm gonna be brutal today. The next fragrance I'm going to briefly mention today is the new Alien Goddess Intense. And this one, I would say, if you were not a fan of Alien, like the original Alien, you don't like that Alien DNA, and you are a fan of your warm, powdery vanilla fragrances, then by all means go for Alien Goddess Intense. And I do like this fragrance, and I would recommend it. I do think it's a nice one, but the only thing that kind of irks me a little bit about this new release is the fact that I feel like the Alien Goddess Intense is what the original Alien Goddess should have been from the start. I feel like they missed the mark with the original Alien Goddess. Although having said that, my sister really likes the original Alien Goddess. She really likes the sort of subtle coconut water type of fragrance. In fact, I did end up getting her that for her birthday because that's the type of fragrance she wanted. So I think it will work for some people, but this is just my personal feeling about it. I feel like the original Alien Goddess should have had a bit more of a kick to it, and it should have had that oomph about it, like right from the start. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But with that being said, the new Alien Goddess Intense, it's actually a very nice one. I prefer the bottle as well. I think it's got that slightly richer colour about it, that ambery tone, and it's a stronger fragrance for sure. It lasts longer than the original Alien Goddess. But the thing that kind of bothers me, and the reason why I potentially won't be purchasing it at all, is just the fact that it doesn't retain any of that alien scent about it. Do you know what I mean? It just does not have that alien. It could be a completely different fragrance for all I know. And I feel like if you're introducing another alien into the line, there should be something about it that smells like alien. But anyway, that's just my opinion on it. Definitely, I feel like the new Alien Goddess Intense is better than the original Alien Goddess. I think it will please many more people. I think more people will love it and buy it and say good things about it. But again, does it wow me? Does it make me want to rush out and buy it? Not really. So overall, I would rank the new Alien Goddess Intense maybe a 6 out of 10. And the last new release I'm going to be talking about today, I'm sure there are other new releases, but they're just not coming to mind right now, and I don't have loads of time this morning, so I'm just going to make this my last one. Let me know if there are any other new releases that are of interest to you, or that you've tried, or that you want to bring to my attention. By all means, let me know what they are in the comments. But anyway, the last one we're going to be talking about today, of course, is the new Libre Le Parfum. And this one I have here is the Intense. So this was the last release. This is not the new one. But oh my gosh, you guys, when I saw they were releasing a new Libre that was even richer and even more intense than this one, I was just so excited, honestly. So I have tried that fragrance. I got to try it once when I was in the airport coming back from Paris, and it's So when I first tried it, my immediate feeling was disappointment, because it was just so similar to this fragrance. But when the fragrance develops, that's when it gets better, and actually I feel like I would prefer the new one over this, the way that it develops. So in the new version of it, you've got your saffron, you've got your honey, let me double check the notes as well, but those were the two main differences that stood out to me, the addition of saffron and honey. Libre Le Parfum. Right, so the main accords are vanilla, warm spicy, sweet, citrus, aromatic, honey, lavender, white floral, amber and powdery. And the notes of this perfume we have as ginger. Ginger's the other interesting new addition. Ginger, saffron, mandarin orange, bergamot, lavender, orange blossom, bourbon vanilla, honey, tonka bean, and vetiver. Oh my goodness, you guys. So what a stunning fragrance. Again, as I say, when I first tried it, I was a bit underwhelmed. I kind of thought, what's the point in this? Honestly, it smells just like the Intense. But as I say, when it warmed up on my skin and the longer it kind of changed and developed, that's when I really noticed, okay, that's why they created this and didn't just stick with the Intense. So I have to say, like, I remember, I think I mentioned before that I regretted only picking up a 30ml of this Intense perfume and that I would definitely repurchase it when it runs out. But what I would say now is I would actually, in fact, I wouldn't even wait for this to run out. I would go out and buy the 50ml of the new one. And then once this runs out, I would just keep using the new one. So I actually think I prefer the new Libre Le Parfum over the Intense because it has more warmth to it, the honey, the saffron, it just gives it that depth. And I thought that, I thought this was a really nice, deep, intoxicating fragrance, which it is. But just when you smell the new Le Parfum, like, you'll know what I mean. It's just got something extra about it. It's got that little subtle, powdery, like, spice to it. The sweetness is gorgeous. It's just, it's a stunning fragrance. And it's funny because I'm not a fan of honey notes in perfume. And I was kind of concerned that the honey would be too much for me, but it's really not, you guys. Like, it's really, really subtle. And it just anchors those base notes. Like, it just gives it that depth and that weight and that warmth, that slight gooey nature, but it's not too much at all, like, at all. So anyway, I would rank that one an 8 or 9 out of 10. The only reason I wouldn't give it 10 out of 10 is because, as I say, like, it's pretty similar to this fragrance, and I just think they could have made it maybe a bit more different, but then again, maybe they didn't want to do that because they had it perfect and they didn't want to change it. I don't know, but it would feel wrong ranking it 10 out of 10 because it's, like, pretty similar to this one, but it's definitely one I think I want to buy. It's a really stunning bottle. The juice is a beautiful amber colour. And it's just going to be such a delicious, beautiful winter fragrance, honestly. And as I say, it's kind of replaced this one for me. So I wouldn't go out and repurchase this again. I would just get the Le Parfum, which I'm going to get soon anyway. Like, I might ask for it for my Christmas, or I don't really know. But I prefer it over this. So for the scent itself, the Intense I love, but, like, I would rank the new Le Parfum higher than this. So anyway, there we have it, you guys. I really hope you've enjoyed hearing my thoughts on some of the new releases. Some of it was a wee bit ranty, so I hope it wasn't too ranty. I just wanted to share my opinion. Like, I've just had so many opinions recently on some of these new releases. I thought, why not put it all in a video and hear what you guys think as well. Do you agree with some of the things I've said? Do you totally disagree? Do you think that these new releases are incredible? Just let me know. That's part of the fun of fragrance, hearing everyone's different opinions. I think it's really fun. Of course, if you did enjoy the video and you'd like to see more from me, don't forget to click subscribe before you leave the video. And then you can also activate the little notification bell next to the subscribe button if you would like to be notified every time I upload a new video. So until next time, you guys, take care. Bye.